We'll talk about new research that shows dancing can help ward off dementia. And you don't have to be a pro. Actually, this is a perfect time to talk about whether dance lessons would be good for you, because June is Alzheimer's Awareness Month, and we're going to be talking about how dancing can keep you fit and mentally sharp as you age. Today we have a professional dance instructor from the Fred Astaire Dance Studio in Rochester, which is off of Winton Road, Mark Rausch. He's been coaching for 8 years now, and a woman who's been loving dancing as a hobby for 16 years now, Jane Powell. But Mark, let's start it off, because even if you have 2 left feet like me, you can still dance, and it really doesn't matter what your age is, right?
Exactly. We have students at the studio as young as 9 years old, and then we have students up into their 80s. So anyone can really dance.
And we're hearing that the New England Journal of Medicine has revealed that seniors who participated regularly in ballroom dancing experienced a 76% risk reduction in dementia. And they had checked a whole bunch of activities, and they found that really it was dancing that had the best risk prevention for dementia. What's that say to you?
To me, it makes sense, because in dancing, you're focusing on memorizing patterns and your posture, and dancing to music and with a partner. So to me, it really makes sense that there's a 76% risk reduced.
Because you have to kind of stay sharp to remember the dance, because you change it up. It's, from week to week. How often are dance lessons at your studio?
We have dance lessons every day, and we have some students that take upwards of 5 lessons a week. Some people take, 1 lesson a week because they have busy schedules. Right. So each lesson is going to be different. So one week we could be doing something fast and energetic, and then the next time it could be slow and a little bit more romantic. So it switches all the time.
I like the slow romantic. All right, but Jane, let's talk about it. You've been taking lessons now, having a lot of fun with this, and obviously she's been doing this for 15, 16 years. She started when she was in her 50s, so you can do the math. But she still looks like she's in her 50s, right?
Oh,
it really keeps you in shape.
It keeps you in shape. It keeps you alert. I always tell people it's not only wonderful for your body, but for your mind and as well as your soul.
Yeah, it's really part of your
relieves stress. It's great.
That's right. Well, see, I get kind of stressed out, though, but there are so many different forms of dance. I do the easy ones, but, when it gets complicated, my husband and I, we don't do so well. But I know for a lot of people, it is relaxing, and married couples particularly that have been together for a long time really know how to dance. So you can tailor dances to the people who are on the floor.
Exactly. Some couples are really more interested, like I said, in the slower dances, because it helps them reconnect. And then others want something a little bit more upbeat so they can have an exercise together.
Right. And isn't it true, like with Alzheimer's patients, sometimes these things that they've known for their entire life comes right back to them, even though they have lost some memory control. Is that true? Do you find that?
Yeah, I find that once they're engaging their body, it really helps with engaging their mind.
And do you see a difference, like when they start, they can't really do it very well, and then after a few lessons, it really kind of comes back to them?
Yeah, it really comes down to repetition. So the more people are doing it, the more they're going to remember it, and then it's really solidified in their brain. Yeah,
we talked about June being Alzheimer's Awareness Month, and the longest day of the year was last week. And on the summer solstice, I know the Alzheimer's Association recommends doing something in honor of a patient or a caregiver, something that they would love to do. And I know dance-a-thons are held because a lot of times those patients can still participate in those kind of things. And it really makes sense that the Fred Astaire Dance Studios took part in that as well.
Yes. The longest day was on Wednesday, and we had a full day of free dance lessons for anyone to come in and work out their body and their mind.
Right. And really kind of test it out. See if
exactly. See if it's something they're interested in.
Yeah. Jane, I have a question, though, for you. Like, what if you don't have a partner? Especially for our viewers might say, hey, I'd love to do that, but I don't have a partner.
I started without a partner. And when you come to the Fred Astaire Dance Studio, there are many teachers there. So it could be a male dancing, student dancing with a female pro, or vice versa, like I did. Or if you do have a significant other or a husband that you want to learn, you can do it as a couple and have a pro teach you as a couple.
Yeah, and you mentioned that your husband was interested a little bit, but not so much, because you've really gone on. You even do competitions now.
I do competitions. My husband does it socially. He is there for reasons of posture, and he does enjoy it, but he was a car racer, so that's what he liked to do. That was his hobby. But he does enjoy dancing, and he does come twice a week to the studio.
Yeah. And now, you didn't have Alzheimer's or dementia when you started, but do you think...
I don't have
Yeah, right. Yeah. But do you think that perhaps you're warding it off?
Absolutely, I do. I do, because you need to use your mind when you're learning dancing, and as well as using your body too. But your mind is telling your body what to do. You have to memorize certain patterns. You have to learn to listen to the music and the count and the beat. So you're constantly using your mind in order to dance, but you don't realize it because you're having such a good time. It's so enjoyable.
So you're not going to stop?
Never.
As
long as I can move this body, I'll be dancing the rest of my life.
Oh, isn't that great? Until your feet fall off.
That's right, right.
So what would you recommend to somebody out there who might be listening and saying, I would like to do that, but I'm nervous or scared?
I would say do it. Try it. It's lots of fun. First of all, all the teachers are wonderful, and they all make you feel comfortable, and there's nothing to be nervous about. For me, it's the only exercise that's totally enjoyable. You're dancing, you're learning to use your body, and you're doing it to music, enjoyable, fun music, with teachers who want you to have a good time as well as learn.
Like Mark Rush.
Like Mark, he's terrific.
And thank you so much to Jane Powell today. If you're considering dancing or know someone with Alzheimer's or dementia who might benefit, I've linked up both the websites for the Alzheimer's Association and the Fred Astaire Dance Studios on Winton Place. It's all there at WHEC.com under web links.